alternate. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and stop. Okay? Hands like this, turning, tilting, 1, 2, 3. Switch. 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 1, 2, and stop. Hands up. Reach down. 1, 2, 3. To your right, 2, 3. To your left, 2, 3. Center. Palms up. Palms down. Okay, hands up. Reach down. 1, 2, 3. To your right, 2, 3. To your left, 2, 3. Palms up. Inhale. Breathe through your nose. Exhale. Okay, hands on your waist. Circular movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Center cross. Knees. Circular movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Reverse. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, and stop. Center. Hands on your waist. Neck turning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Center. Tilt to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Center. Circular movements. 1, 2, 3. Reverse. 1, 2, and 3. Center. Hands up. Deep breathing. Pull in. Inhale. Exhale. Hands up. Pull in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, spread your feet. Turn your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, and stop. Okay, turn. We're going to do a little stretching, hands on your knees. Switch. 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 Switch, straighten the front knee. Okay, switch. Switch. And switch. Okay, back to center. And up. Okay, shake it out. So we'll do a little more stretching when we start the 108 movement class. Okay, so let's put our hands on the waist, pull the heels together. So work the feet and the legs a bit, pivoting, square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, turn forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pivot, forward and back, back to front. Kick the heel out. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you build your coordination, it becomes, much simpler and just becomes second nature that you pivot like this. That'll show up later on when we make a transition from stork flaps wings to your left side to do your brush knee movements and back to center. Okay, shake it out. Okay, next, shoulder roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, and stop. Okay, press. Release, exhale, inhale. Remember, inhalation and exhalation through the nose. Exhale, inhale. Exhale on the backstroke. And stop. Hands up, deep breathing, Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay, Lucian, is this front camera working? It's not lit up.
No, but
Okay.
Overhead, you're covered.
Okay. So then I'm going to work after doing the shoulder roll. Okay, loosen up this upper part of your body so that we get some increased motion in this shoulder girdle. Okay, so we have to loosen that up so we can improve those movements. Okay. Now we're going to do circles like this. And we're going to try to tie the elbows with the knees. Okay. Just track the movement. And center. Now we're going to reverse. And center, the hands go down to lower hoop. Now palms down. Okay, lift the spine, straighten the knees. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and stop. Okay, shake it out. Now we're going to balance on one leg. Switch. Okay, down. Okay, lift the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And shake it out. Okay, next, do the arm and leg swing. Start off with your arms. Okay, there's mirror image, so I'm going to bring my right foot in. You're going to bring your left foot in. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it starts to swing once you have the rhythm. Okay, center. So if you had a little trouble with that, sometimes it's because you don't bring in your weight over the supporting leg enough, so then you end up like this. So you try to get your hands going and then find the balance point with actually all of your weight's going to be on your supporting leg. So get the rhythm when your opposite side starts to move. You actually have to get your weight over that supporting leg. and center. Okay, shake it out. So one of the things you could do to try to get the correct feeling of what it feels like to get that weight over that leg, you have to kind of get your hip to sway over enough to find that balance point. And the same applies on this side. Okay, once you find that balance point, you should begin swinging that leg. So that's something you can practice, at home throughout the day if you have time. Next, we're going to do this side-to-side swing, and we go like this. Opposite, and in the center, opposite, but we're going to cross over. And center. Okay. This way and this way. 1, 2, 3, cross. And center. Okay, shake it out. Deep breathing, hands up, pull in, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, spread your feet, hold the ball. Silk reeling, going to go forward and back. So go toward the forward leg and then sit back, hold the ball. Forward leg, and turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Cycle through. If you can smooth it out, try to blend the movements. Couple of more. 1. And stop. Okay, switch. We'll go to the other side. So you notice how I turn. I sit back, I pivot on the heel, sit back, and I'm in the opposite side. Hold the ball. You go forward. So here's the dominant side. Kind of lift on the forward side and then cover on the back side. 1. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then continue. And center. Okay, we'll stop here, back to center. Okay, cross the arms. So you notice this side is forward. Bring that side's leg forward, weight it on the back side, open and close. Okay, center, switch. Now this side is forward. Okay, this is the front side. It's my left, your right. This is the same side as the foot. Open and close. Most of the weight is on the back side or your rear leg. It's my right, your left. Expand and contract. Open and close. Okay, pause. So both hands should be facing away from you to the outside. And back. Okay, next. Feet parallel. This is your preparation. Arms swinging naturally, lifting up. Drop your elbow. Relax the knees. This is preparation. Or beginning. The form usually starts with this. So preparation is preparing for the form. Your feet are parallel, they're shoulder width, the arms float up, elbows sink. Okay, next we're going to do the standing lower hoop position, standing meditation. Clear your thoughts, knees slightly bent, shoulders cupped forward, arms in a rounded position. That's your lower hoop. Tongue touching the roof of your mouth. And you're breathing through your nose. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Okay, shoulder height. Okay, elbows down. Okay, now you lower the hands, pass through lower hoop, palms down by your side, along the seam of your pants. Lift the back, straighten the neck, chin tucked in slightly. Okay, fingertips extended downward. Okay, deep breathing, inhale, exhale. Inhale. Lift up on your toes. Exhale. Inhale. Lift from the top above, so feel like you're being pulled up from the top. Okay, next we're going to go like this. Diagonal flying, we step out to the side, separate the hands. Just do a few of these. Gaze down at the lower hand, track your hands. They separate on the slant, sometimes called slant diagonally. Okay, next, switch the other side. Okay, center, back to shoulder width stance, feet parallel. Start in the lower hoop position. Lift up. Turn out. Cross the forearms. Lower the hoop. Okay, this is carry tiger to the mountain. Eye level, cross, and down. Relax the shoulders, drop the elbows, lift up, pan out, cross in the center, and down. One more time, inhale, exhale. Okay, infinity sign. It's a figure 8 on its side. Okay, also known as divert and block. And center. Now form the fists. Okay, palms up, roll the fingers in. Just copy the motion. They turn inward, back to center, make a fist, draw back, and punch. Form the fists. So you form the fist, but don't over grip the hand so that it becomes too tight. Don't have to squeeze, just draw back and relax your fingers. Relax your palm. Relax your wrists. Move from the elbows. Relax the shoulders. Okay, next. Remember, relaxing means take the tension out of the joint. So this is your center line. Elbows drop slightly, so it's 45 degrees. Okay, separate the hands. Make a circle. Semicircle on each side. Strum the lute. Elbow down. Neutral position. Those are the 3 terms you may hear. Vertical elbow. Neutral position. Or strum the lute. Just your triangle position. Okay, separate the hands, thumbs up, palms together, alternate the shoulders. Vertical to horizontal. Okay, let's switch. Drop the elbow, slide down, replace the hands till you get to the other side. Now on the other side, we can go thumbs up, palms together, alternate the shoulders. Horizontal to vertical. Horizontal to vertical. Okay, center. Let's switch again. Switch again. This is beginning style. It's a transition that takes you from one side to the other. Okay, next, extend the arms, center line position, still in a triangle, turn, draw the bow. Look in the direction as if aiming at a target and draw. Turn. Okay, next, back to center. Relax the arms, spread the feet. Cross the hands or cross the wrists. Lifting up. Inside hand goes out. Cross the arms. Okay, my right, your left on top. Lift up. Fan through the back. Look in the direction that the palm goes forward. Look in the direction palm goes forward, and we switch again. We do one more on this side. This ends up in front of the forehead. And we do one on the other side. Okay. Close the feet, shoulder width, raise the hand, or lift the hand. Okay, palms down, hands up. Pull an inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, we're done with the warm-ups. These videos are archived, so if you want to go through those again, or if you want to stop at any specific exercise, you can kind of pause and review that specific exercise if you have a little trouble with it. So next we're going to go through the form. You probably see the back side of me in the mirrors. So we're going to do the form this way so you can track and follow. So if I use this side, that's the same side. If I use this side, so it's just tracking and following, okay? So when we start off, we have preparation, and we sink down. Adjust your right foot to move your left foot. Find the vertical elbow position on the left side. Thumbs up, press forward. Sit back, turn the corner, flip the elbows. Okay, step out right side. Vertical right, press forward, roll back, grasp the sparrow's tail. Hook your wrists, turn to the front. Set up your feet, open the stance, single whip. Hold the ball, shift, pivot, diagonal flying, shift, step up, neutral position, horizontal, pass through center, shoulder width, raise the hand. Bend from the waist, stork flaps wings, and relax. Okay, I'm going to pause there. What we've been going over is the linear form, facing the mirror. Okay, so I'm going to do that with you first, and then I'm going to show you how it kind of ties together, because we're working the first section of the form. If you go to our website, calvinshin.com, there's a black banner up on top. If you click on that, there's a PDF on the names of the forms, just in case you want to jot it down. It's already printed out, so you don't have to do that. Okay, you start off in a parallel stance, preparation. Okay, left foot forward, neutral position, press forward. Now I'm not turning any corners, I'm just staying straight in a linear direction. We step up. Now on the right side, flip. Here's your right side. Grasp the sparrow's tail is this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, essentially that's the only movement that happens over by the barn door side, if you're tracking and following using the room as a reference. So now I turn like this to a corner position, and I'm going to go like this. 1, 2. Now everything from here on will be to the front side, just like we did in the form. Hold the ball, shift, slant diagonally, shift, neutral right side, press forward, shift, step up, raise the hand, bend from the waist, stork flaps wings, and relax. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, we start off in a parallel shoulder width stance. Roll the hands out like this. Lift up. Sink the elbows. Relax the shoulders and sink. Pivot and shift your weight. Balance and step out. Left foot forward. Left hand goes to vertical. Thumbs up left. Press forward. Sit back. Okay. We toe out. Step up. Flip the elbows just to get us to the right side. Thumbs up, press forward. Roll back. Push forward. Okay, sit back, hook your wrists. Toe out, look at this position. Your hands end up in this corner. Open, the feet first. Bring your weight across, draw a line across horizontally to the other corner. So both hands essentially are in this corner. If I open my hands like this, you see it's pretty balanced. Palm side in and lower. Lower hoop, waist high, across and level. Shift, diagonal flying. Shift means to bring your weight over that supporting foot. Now we're here. Step up on the right side. Press forward. Shift your weight. Go to your center. Pass through center. Find your shoulder width stance. Raise the hand. Bend from the waist. Clockwise rotation to stork flaps wings and relax. Okay, good. So we're going to run through that one more time, but this time we're going to do it as if we're doing the form. One thing that we do in this is we have to make a transition. So just to work the footwork for a second, we're going to see that in order to get over to that other corner, and we're in this position, we have to go forward and back. So we did a little bit of this before. We kind of pivot our feet. Now this is going to kick the heel out, and you shift your weight over. When we drop our hands, that's preparing you to get you to the other side. Then we step up on the right. So this is right and left side, or left and right side beginning style. So start off again. Preparation, set up your hands. Always start with the left foot in the front. There's your left side beginning style. Press forward, sit back. Now the weight is on the back leg, your right leg. Turn the body and kick this heel out a little bit. And lean forward, or shift your weight to your left leg. Drop your elbow. Bring your hand down. Now you have to shift again. Bring the foot in, square the hips to the barn door, and then step out. You're on your right side. Then we do grass to sparrows tail. So that's horizontal, roll back, inside hand pushes, and here's that hook position. We turn to the corner. You should be familiar with this position because we're going to open the stance, pivot on the heel, shift the weight, draw the hand across, and turn the palm out. The palm side goes in, the hook side goes across. Hold the ball, shift, adjust your feet. So I'm turning my right foot toward the mirror, and I look down, diagonal flying or slant diagonally, shift the weight, bring the foot in, step out, move the hands in, right side on top, right thumb up, press forward, shift your weight, raise the hand, bend from the waist, stork flaps wings. Okay, relax. Okay, shake that out. Okay, a few deep breaths. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So kind of rolling back to this position. So we did it the first time. We ended up in this position before I put us into a pause position. Now we're going to actually carry on from here, and we're going to turn 45 degrees and point our toe like that. Sit back, and we turn. Now we're facing the sliders, okay? Now we're in a neutral left side position. So the form starts to go in this direction. First movement is brush, knee, and push. And we do a series of 4 movements, okay? There's one right side push. Here's the second right side push. And then it continues on from there. Okay, so before I continue on from there, I'm going to take us back to the front side to the mirror. So we left off here. Okay, now this is the linear form again. We're going to step up and get our left side position like this and then drop our hands. Okay, so that's just to kind of recap that. Let's look in this direction. We turn 45 degrees, sit back, and we drop the elbows. Okay? So over here, we would turn 45 degrees and drop the elbows. Okay? So we're just superimposing this position to the mirror so you can see that the hand goes like this and like this. Okay, so it's opposite of this. Typically, forward leg, forward hand, thumbs up. This, for the first time, is on the reverse side. And you turn to your right. Okay, you see that? Palm out. This hand is like this. So you have this hand out, this hand horizontal. So there's the horizontal side, there's the vertical side. You bring your hands together. You're on your center line, and you turn to your right. Okay? Let's try that. 1, 2, 3. Palm out. Set up your left side position in the vertical, horizontal on the right. Okay. When the elbow is pointing to the right, that's the direction we're going to turn. Drop your elbow. That's flipping the elbows. Bring the inside hand down, wrap around, and push forward and back. Turn 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's called brush knee right side push. Okay, when we go through it, there's actually 4 sets of these. The first 2 are on the right side. So all I'm doing is repeating it over and over again. Okay, so when you just, as a tip, when you turn to the right, it's an elbow out. When you flip your elbow, this side becomes elbow down. This goes down. There's your brush. You're brushing the knee, and then you push forward. Then we go back to the left side vertical. Now if I go to the left, there's my round out, here's my press. Okay, rounding out is forming the half circle. Okay, rounding out, horizontal elbow, twist step, step through, turn slightly to the left, that's 45 degrees, bring your hand down, brush the knee and push left. Okay, and then we're back to the right side. Now if I did this and put this hand over here, that's how you would practice your left side brush knee, left push. Okay, again, this is your left side brush knee and push. Now we go back to neutral and we round out again. This is what we call the twist step and step through, right? We step up and we're on the right side again. So you flip the hands, brush knee and push and go back. Right side, brush knee and push. Okay, so we should be familiar with the brush knee and push. Now we're going to face this way, turn. That's your transition. Okay, we try again. 1, 2, 3, and here. Turn back. Turn. 1, 2. Go back. 1, 2. Turn again. Turn again. So all I'm doing is showing you the clips as we reverse the image. Now we're here. Brush knee and push right side push. Second brush knee right side push. Third brush knee and push goes to the left. Toe out, step through. Turn, flip, and push. That's left side push. Now we're going back to the right side. Turn out, that's a twist step. Step up, you're on the right side, final right side push. And then we're back to neutral again. Okay, then we have strum the lute and close the door. Form the fist and punch. Divert, lock, and punch. Cross the arms, leopard and tiger springs to mountain. Next neutral position, fist on the elbow. Next we have neutral position, forward left side round out, straighten the back foot. sit back, go forward, right side, turn toward the right, straighten the opposite foot. You see how that straightens? Sit back, pass through your center, reverse the stance, stroke down, repulse the monkey. That's what this is. It's going back 3 times. Started with the left side. Now we're back to the left side. And we go to neutral right, holding the ball by just lifting the elbow on this side and turning the hand here, toe out, step up, turn the body slightly to the corner, slant diagonally, that's diagonal flying, go back to center, bring your foot to center, close to the other supporting leg, insert the needle, we step up. This is as if you were in this position, but now we're going to take it like this. This is fan through the back. So in fan through the back, the drill, we're here, we lift up and then expand. So we just pick up that last segment of the fan through the back as the posture. Okay, shake it out. So I went through 2 other sections of the form only so you can get in the visuals of what it is to go in this direction, taking that form into a linear direction, just going back, forward, and then back, using the mirror as a guideline as all these movements are done with the mirror to give you the mirror image, but if you're tracking me from behind, you would know that we're doing the same side. Okay, good. So that's how we build that form. We went through the first section. The second section actually ended when we leopard and tiger springs the mountain, and then it went to fist under elbow, and we started going backwards. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, for the people that know the form, go through the whole form. Gave some of the newer people following a couple of tutorials or a couple of sections that you can kind of understand how this form is learned. Now, when we start off with this form, we're going to do the mapping, and we'll have front and back side. So, you can watch or follow along the best you can. Okay, good. So that's the complete form. I didn't talk you through it so that you could just focus on the visuals, pick up on some of the things that you may have already experienced. So as you watch the form, different from day one, you start to get familiar with some of the terminology, some of the positions such as diagonal flying, grasp the sparrow's tail, preparation. These are all, terms that you'll get familiar with. And then on the visual side of it, you start to recognize the postures. Okay, so, as each, lesson goes on, we'll review the form basically, and then we'll bring in some of the newer postures. So next class, I'll probably take us to a section right after the brush knees. That'll be strum the lute, form the fists, that section of the form, and carry tight to the mouth. It happens later on. So, so on that note, what we're going to do is move on to the 108 form. The opening is almost exactly the same, and then it has some sections that are different, but yet not different because they're the same postures, only in a different format. All right, I'll see the people that are studying the Tai Chi Paradigm on Tuesday or Saturday actually, and then we'll pick it up from there. Okay, moving on to 108. We went through some of the linear tutorials that we work with the Tai Chi Paradigm, so you're familiar with that. It's a good dose of the beginning of the form so that you kind of see how you have to practice it in order to, evolve and also get more insight as to the transitions. Because when you're first learning the form, it's all about sequence. As you start to, evolve, especially if you've gone to the 108 form, you realize how important vertical and horizontal is, starting positions, shifting of weight, pivoting for the accuracy of the mapping of the footwork. It's all, much more critical as you start to realize how important some of these nuances are inside the form. Now, if we were to take it to some of the sections in our longer form, one of the things that we have is the obliques. So when we're in the cross hand position, or when we go to the cross hand position, we pivot and then go to that corner. We set up our brush knee just like we did earlier, and then we have to set up the vertical elbow. We go forward first, turn in the direction, and then sit back. Hold the waist there, and then we start to turn to the opposite corner. Okay, so the accuracy of the pivot really is determined by the angular position of your foot and your hip. It is grasp the sparrow's tail. We pivot so that you're facing 90 degrees to that wall. Then when we open, we're actually in the corner. Okay, we pivot twice. Sit back. If it's not enough, you can drag this foot over to here. Little different from the paradigm form, we have to fill out that movement and get us into fist on the elbow. Okay. So the difference is the footwork. So I'm going to go over that again, right? We're in a parallel stance, cross hand position. All we have to do is turn the shoulders 45 degrees and pick up this foot. Okay. Now we're already in the corner, and we turn. Now we're in this position, and I wanted to make a 90-degree turn. It would be like that. Okay. If I make a 90-degree turn, like when we go storks, flaps, wings to that side, this allows us to do the 90-degree setup. Okay. We're going to that corner, so all you have to do is turn your shoulders and move that foot. Once you're in this corner, you're all set for the obliques. Okay? You have this, you turn, you wind up your waist, then you turn your foot to this one is pointing to that bandor wall, and then we turn. Now, if it's not enough, bring it across a little bit, okay? So you see what happens. We sit back, turn. Now, it depends on how flexible this hip is that takes us into this corner. Now, once you're in this corner, you do a brush knee, left side push, a right side grasp the sparrow's tail, and then you hook your wrists, turn this 45 degrees. If you were to pass through center, you would be like this. You're opening and use the same format that you would do in any of the transitions into single whip. The leg work is exactly the same. You know, whether you're here or here, the footwork is exactly the same. But you may not realize that because as you go into different directions, because the accuracy of the footwork when you pivot becomes somewhat innate. It becomes something that you're quite familiar with, and how much you pivot the foot and how much you release in the hip should be something that's part of that training and practice. So that's the obliques. Once you get to the oblique position, we have the shift. One, bring this all the way around to that corner, and then you'll have a smaller adjustment here. Now our hands are like this because we're in single whip position. We turn. And then this hand comes around and it follows and tracks it to this corner, and then you roll back into center, and you move to the vertical left side where you begin repulse the monkey. Okay, so repulse the monkey is something that we've done in the paradigm form. So as I go through the paradigm form, you know, in the future, we're going to track those movements. So those will be the tutorials for that. It's no use going through that, you know, in this segment of the form. So we just did the obliques, okay? So if you wanted to just do the footwork from, say, the beginning again, we'll go to the cross hand position. We just run through the footwork. We end up in this corner, okay? So we just have to turn. Brush knee and push. Sit back, go forward. Now you're going to turn and sit back. Pivot. Unwind, adjust slightly. Brush knee and push. Grasp the sparrow's tail. So it's all right to adjust your foot slightly. If you feel uncomfortable in the stance, you make your minute adjustment until you feel like you should be in the right position. So that's really the muscle memory that you develop over time, and your body will start to get familiar and comfortable with the position. So that's part of what I mean by feeling your movements. And then we do the repulse the monkey. Okay. So after we get through repulse the monkey, we end up here. When we lower the hand to carry tiger to the mountain, this is one of the positions a lot of people have a little trouble with in the beginning, because carry tiger to the mountain typically is this. So that's the carry tiger to the mountain hand movements. But when we're here and you bring the hands to the lower hoop and you turn, you have to bring your weight to this right side. So when we're here, you're looking to the 45 corner, and then we're bringing the weight here. As you bring your hands up, you start to lift your knee, and then you open up so that you go over to here, and then you step down, and you end up in this stance. It's not a kick. Actually, it's a footwork. So when we're here, and we turn and we lift so your spine goes vertically up, and you support it on this foot. So that's where you have to practice the leg work a little bit to get into this corner till you find your vertical supporting leg, and then you go up. When you're here, now you're going to open your stance, and then you're going to go down. Okay. So let's try that again. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm in line, I'm vertical, I'm up, lifting the knee, going out. So you open the hip, then you go down, and then you open. Okay, so that takes a little bit of practice, but key thing is getting your weight over that foot. So you see the body? When you come up, you have to get your body. So that's why your body has to become much more supple. The joints in your hips and your back, all of this is really aligning your body for the vertical balance position. So that's something that you can practice, but then as your body becomes more familiar with the transition, then when you lift up and you open the stance and you go down and open your stance, you'll end up here. Now your hands are still here. You go in and down, across, and level. And then you're back to square one, and we go through this again, and there's a repeat. So that repeat is step up and raise the hand. So what happens in step up and raise the hand? I should go over that actually in the Tai Chi Paradigm, but when you go up to the vertical, you find your center and raise the hand. Okay, so that's something we actually do, in the tutorials, in the step up and raise the hand movement. Okay, so sort of recapping, we're down here, we pivot and then lift. Once we're here, we lift up, open. Now what happens here is you bring the toe down first and open the stance till you get to here. Okay. So that's one way of doing it. Some people will say, well, how do I know if my heel should go down first? Well, if your heel goes down first, you're probably going to lose your center early. So what ends up happening, if you open up and your hip is like this, then you do this, you're going to end up dropping in there. So to control that movement, it's actually easier when you open to come back to your center and then go out like this. If you come back to your center, you're going to be in this leaning position, so it goes back just to the basic footwork that we do when we're going, opening the stance from single whip. When does your foot actually go heel down first? It's when your hips are maybe facing this direction, then your heel would go down first. But, it doesn't happen very often in this form, but the thing is, some styles, because depending on where your direction is leading you, and where your hip position is when the heel goes on first. Now, for most of us who don't pay attention to when the heel or actually understand which goes first, when you go forward, the heel goes on first. Okay. So in an instance like this, if I'm going like this, then my heel would go down first. If I'm going like this, then I would go down with my toe. See, so that's, the reasoning. And if you go backwards, it's your toe first. Okay, so backward is toe, forward is heel. Backward is toe, forward is heel. All right, deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So staying consistent with the mirror position for tutorials, we're going to go single whip to this position. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kick and down and here. Other side. These are the instep kick hand movements. 1, 2, 3, elbow up, the hands go out, you kick, step down, sit, turn, hand on top, fold the elbow, open the hands and kick with the heel. That's a push or a heel kick. It's a pushing movement. And then you do the brush knee with the step through, and you do a brush knee again. Okay, next, when we go forward and twist step, we have the planting punch. Okay, see the planting punch? Almost like insert the needle, but the thing is, you're on the front side rather than on the back side. And it's a fist. Okay, so let's try that again from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, kick. Bring it down, fold the elbows, heel kick, brush knee, brush knee, brush knee, planting punch. Okay. Now, once you do the planting punch, typically you do a 180-degree turn. So then we have parry and punch. Then we step up again. Same movement as the first instep kick, but this time we're doing beat the tiger. Goes to the back side, forms the two fist positions, and we turn back to here. That's your final position. Here's your lower hoop, your cross hand position, your level arm position. The knee goes up, the hands spread. Then you're going to take the hands down to 2 punches to the ear. Then we're going to cross here. Flip the hands, lift, parting leg, and typically we'd go 360. So we're going to cross over 1, 2, 3, flip the hands, bring this hand down, fold the elbows, lift the elbow, open, parting leg, stroke down, parry and punch again. Form the fists and punch. Sit back, divert, block, and punch. Cross the arms, leopard and tiger, springs to mountain. So those are all pretty standard from the rest of the form, but it's just a kicking section that most people have a little trouble with. So you can see that if you go through using a mirror, you kind of follow your own movements, and you see the tracking. It's either right leg or left leg forward, but each one of the components you can define as one posture, okay? So you can see that this movement to here happens twice. Once for the instep kick, okay? Once for the beat the tiger. So in the beat the tiger, you open, you're going to cross behind, step, open, turn, down, back, forward, back. Yes. Notice when you're here and you sit, you have to turn back to the front, lower the hands, cross over, and heel kick. And then you're down to 2 punches to the ear, and then it continues. So let's do that. Beat the tiger again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then when you cross here and you flip the hands over, you fold, parting leg. This goes down, toe, heel, toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, so that's some of the transitions inside that section of the form. So, if you're not doing it like that, follow that tutorial so that you can try to mimic the movements and then work through it until you can get the sequence of events that happen within a single transition or a single posture, and then work through the little kinks that you may have. Balance is sometimes the issue, but it's just something that the more you practice it, the better that you can get with it, okay? And taking it from there, that's, we can focus on that as a tutorial for today, and then we'll go into the long form, taking it from after the second cloud hands, okay? Or in fact, let's do the kicks, and then we'll go through the form, okay? From here. So we just did our first set of cloud hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kick, turn, 1, 2. Heel kick, brush knee, 1. Okay, we have 2 brush knees here. Just run through them. Some of the postures we're very familiar with, so. Planting punch, turn, parry and punch, step up. Okay, here's your beat the tiger. Just going to run through the motions. Continuing. Cross hands. So we just go through the obliques for a second time. Grasp the sparrow's tail. Turn. So theoretically, we should be in oblique corner, but because we have this reverse the ball movement happening, we don't have to go to the corner. We're going to diagonal flying on the right side. Turn, and we're going to stroke down here. Part the horse's mane 5 times. The first one, cap the top. Second one, just go right through the motion. So that's cycling through. Okay, now we're going to step up to stroke down, cap the top, part the horse's mane. The first one, stroke down, cap the top, pass the horse's mane. Second one, just flow through and slightly different transition, but the same final position. Jade Ladywork shuttle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Complete the footwork before executing the hands. Here we have part the horse's mane. Cross corner, 1, 2. The hands and feet build that coordination. We'll work that as a tutorial down the way so we can build the timing for what happens with the hands and what happens with the legs. Grasp the sparrow's tail. Single whip. Okay, cloud hands. Here's the snake sticks out tongue. Golden cockerel stands on one leg, kick and back. Repulse the monkey. Just a repeat. So if you're doing the long form, you realize when you get to this set of repulse the monkeys, you're going to be probably a third of the way through the form, but when you get through this section, you're going to be way up to about the 90th movement in the form. So it's not so much more as far as new postures when you're going through the form. That's a single lotus kick, meaning slap with one hand, punch down the crotch, step up, grasp the sparrow's tail. Single whip. Second downward posture. Cross hands, 7 star. Ride the tiger. Palm strikes face. Turn, change the palm. Double lotus, 2 hands. Draw bow to shoot tiger. Palm strikes face. Turn. Parry and punch. Palm strikes face. Left, high pat the horse. across the sparrow's tail, right side. And that closes and finishes the form. Okay, good. Deep breathing, inhale. I think that's about time. So tune in on Saturday and we'll go through the class again, see what section of the form we'll work on Saturday. But you notice Tai Chi is one of these exercises that it is physical on one sense, it's a mind-body exercise, but on the other side of it, we're doing the movement slowly and relaxed, so you don't have this hyperventilating or heavy breathing, mainly because we're monitoring and regulating our breath and movement. So with that said, it becomes a very balanced exercise, and you're not going into an oxygen deficit type of a situation where you have to breathe heavily to catch up. So it's a good thing to have that because your breath becomes deeper and much more natural. Great for circulation and great for bringing oxygen to oxygenate the cells in your body. Okay, on that note, I'll see you next time.